Yo, yo. All right. I seen 3 to 4 men come in. I said, all right. It's pretty much stating that.
There's my point. It's like, dude, you presented yourself out there and you're out here crying because they targeted you. So what up, guys? Welcome back. My name is Luke, and yes, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. So yes, today's topic, we're gonna be looking at a very interesting video. Yeah, very interesting video. And so yeah, guys, let's jump into it. It's gonna be a part 2. So I'm gonna divide it into 2 because it's a long, lengthy story. So let's start with the first part, which is crazy, man. The first part is crazy. How the whole story started, and how this character presented himself or came into light. So
a Brooklyn bishop was robbed at gunpoint in the middle of his Sunday sermon today, and it was all caught on camera. The service was being live streamed this morning when he says 3 to 4 men walked in with guns. He spoke at length with CBS 2's Lisa Rosner about why he believes he was targeted and his message for the suspects.
5 to 10 minutes into preaching Sunday morning on Remsen Avenue in Canarsie, Bishop Lamor Whitehead saw the door in the back of the room kick open.
How many of you have lost your faith because you saw somebody else die what you about to go through? Yo. All right. I seen 3 to 4 men come in. I said, all right. It's pretty much stating that. Get him, Hov.
Rumors Lucifer, I don't know who to trust. Whole world want my demise. Turn the music up.
Listen to him.
okay, no, this is crazy, man. I didn't expect the bishop to be like flashy and all that. I mean, that's the more reason as to why these people should come into the church, man. I mean, come on, dude. You expect people to just be passing by and be like, oh yeah, that's the church of God. Come on. You know, it's no longer like that. It's hunger out here, man. People are hustling.
I'm not going to do anything, right? Because I know y'all coming for me. Y'all coming straight to me. I don't want my parishioners hurt, right? I got women and children there. As I got down, one went to my wife and took all her jewelry and had the gun in front of my 8-month-old baby's face. Took off my bishop's ring, my wedding band, and took off my bishop's chain, and then I had chains underneath my robe. He started tapping my neck to see if anything else. So that means they knew. They watched and they knew that I have other jewelry.
The church's live stream shows the gun being held on the pastor.
They had the guns on my deacons that was at the door.
Whitehead says what you don't see on camera are around 100 congregants who were in the room, men, women, and children.
Is that person seated at the back? Why didn't they come for him? Did they go for him off camera? Why did they not go for him? This guy was just seated, like he was just seated looking at the pastor as he was being searched. He's like, dude, was this a setup or something? Okay, let's look at this. Let's sympathize with this guy a bit, right? The fact that the majority of people have lost so much respect for the house of God, because I remember in the old days, an individual would be passing a church, and if a person had on a hat, they would stop a bit and take off their hat in reverence to God and in giving respect to God, right? But nowadays it's just like bad, man. People are hustling even in churches. I would have sympathized with this man, right? The fact that they robbed him and all that. If I didn't, hear, or rather, if I didn't stumble on the second story, which we're gonna get to, let me point out this fact.
Closet. This is my prayer closet, and one would think that, wow, look at your closet, got all my priestly
People going to church, I tend to wonder what goes into their mind. Do they just like make peace with it, seeing that the pastor is talking about how he bought a car or how he bought a new house, knowing that this person doesn't work? How do you as a church member feel hearing this? Yeah, knowing that you're not buying no house, it's a new year, but you still the old you, knowing that you're not gonna buy no car at all, knowing that there are fees to pay. How do you feel as an individual? So is it still biblical for pastors to live lavish lives to live flashy lives? Maybe you guys can answer it in the comment section. So
Children are still crying. Still crying. Babies are still crying.
Police say the men took off in a white Mercedes. Whitehead says cops have a license plate and witnesses saw the men change clothes outside.
These men, they need to turn themselves in. I forgive you, and I'm praying for you. You know, and I hope that God deliver you from the mindset of who you are at this time.
Whitehead believes his family was targeted because of the publicity he received when he helped turn in the suspect wanted in the fatal subway shooting of 48-year-old Daniel Enriquez in May.
I turned them in, but the media called me the Bling Bishop. They had my Rolls Royce.
there's my point. There's my point. There's my point. It's like, dude, you presented yourself out there and you're out here crying because they targeted you. It's like, no, it's not because you're in the news. It's because you're a Bling Bishop. Of course, people can see that you're living a lavish life. So hence they want to make a hustle out of you. Not only that, a lot of people justify the fact that this man was attacked on that particular thing of, oh no, the church is oppressing people. Of course, it is oppressing people. Seeing the next story, it's crazy, man. So of course, this person presented himself as a Bling Bishop, and for that reason he was attacked, and I can't blame anyone. And there's no reason to say babies are crying. It's like, dude, babies have been crying for how long? A week?
Rolls Royce car all over everywhere, and I feel that played the part in this. I think all pastors should be able to get permits for pistol.
This man is crazy. He was just targeted. They didn't come to kill no one. They didn't come to beat no one. They just targeted him. They just wanted to take what he had because he presented himself as that. So, guys, yeah, let's move on to the second story.